Well, right now people can park on both sides of those streets, but soon signs will be going up that's saying they're only going to be able to park on one side. There's some places in Provo, like the Shakespeare neighborhood, where things just move slower. Literally.
We actually chose to live here because of the narrow streets. We like that there's parking on both sides because it slows cars down.
The streets in the neighborhood are 24 feet wide. Chris Wiltsey, who moved into the neighborhood 8 years ago, says he feels like the narrow streets allow kids to play in the yard and the park safely. But some, like Mary Warner, who has lived in the Shakespeare neighborhood her whole life, says if there's a lack of parking options, like behind homes or in driveways, 2 cars parked on both sides of a narrow street could also present issues.
A narrow street is really a hazard for the safety, for emergency vehicles, and for the sanitation trucks.
Space for emergency vehicles is why the city is making a change to 24-foot streets.
We are going to have to put up no parking signs on one side of all of the narrow streets that we have in Provo.
Provo City Council member Rachel Whipple says the fire code says the city needs 20 feet of travel lane so emergency vehicles can fit. 24-foot streets with cars parked on both sides don't allow for that.
This is going to affect sort of the livability, the experience that we've had for the past 8 years on this street.
Now, Wiltsey says he'd like the city to consider things like smaller fire trucks for some of these smaller streets and for those neighborhoods that already exist. Heidi?